We're getting a great total body workout today with no jumping and no equipment. Let's go! All right, Killer Bees, let's go ahead and get moving and grooving, and that means that we're getting started with some arm circles and high knees. You guys, welcome to the workout. I'm Paula B, your best middle-aged fitness friend, and I realize that I sometimes sing my introduction. You guys, around here we are all about making peace with your menopausal body, and today we are making peace with such a lovely workout. This workout, honestly, it has everything. It is a total body workout. We are getting cardio, we are getting body weight strength, we are working on balance, we're working on our core stability, we're working on fall prevention, we are working on active aging today. And most of all, what I'm working on, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a no repeat workout with not excessively long intervals, which means that we are definitely working on keeping our brain active today too. I have 3 whiteboards full of exercises. Yes, 3 of them. That means that we are going to be moving and grooving in such a perfect way. Now today is a moderate workout. Let's go ahead and do some arm crossers with booty kickers. Meaning that I am not trying to get super fast, super crazy, super anything on any of these exercises. The pace I'm taking feels moderate for me. And I will tell you that because I've got the handy dandy gym boss here, set for intervals of 30 seconds and not one of those is rest, that you're going to want to think about a pace that feels right to you too. It is, I'm going to say cardio heavy today, even though we are doing some balance work and some body weight strength and other things too. We're generally cardio-ish today. So think about every interval being a pace that feels really manageable. Now I've already noticed that I'm having some trouble with my gym boss here on my shoulder, but I decided to put it on my shoulder today because I really wanted to make sure that I could hear the beeps. I apologize if that makes it too loud for you. I know that the closer it is to the microphone, the louder it is for you as well. But this is pretty fast paced today. And as I mentioned, there's absolutely no jumping, no transitions to the ground, and no repeating of the exercises. So let's go ahead and do some welcome to my homes. What that really truly means is that if there is something that I am doing on screen that you don't like, can't do, don't want to do, don't understand, don't whatever, feel free to just do whatever you feel like. Don't ever feel like you have to do exactly what I am doing on screen. I mean, especially on a nice moderate day like today. Take every exercise at your own pace. Take every exercise at your own skill level. Take every exercise at face value. Take it as fun. I promise, by the time we are done, we're getting it all done today. This is not like any one exercise has some magic power. If I'm doing something you don't like, march in place or do the last thing or do your favorite thing or do whatever floats your boat, my friend. Here we get going. We're going to get started with big arm side shuffles, which happens to be one of my favorite exercises of all time. And it's kind of an extended warm-up. So let's go ahead and get moving with it. We're going to have some big shuffles while we are moving side to side. Now, this is the only time we're doing this today, so if you don't like it or can't do it, don't worry about it. Do something else, and when it beeps again, we're going to do star balance. That is strength, body weight strength, and it is balance work, which means that we're going to have both hands up overhead. We're going to tip over to one side as far as you can recover from. For some of us, me, that's not very far. Don't worry about it. We're working on core stability and balance, and that is always a practice. So hands up overhead. We're going to tip to one side as far as you can go, and then back up. Now the pace of this exercise is significantly slower. It's supposed to be. It's body weight strength. So we're not trying to go fast from side to side. We're thinking about pulling in our core, really squeezing from your glutes, really balancing your body. When it beeps again, we are going to go back. Oh my gosh, we are going to go back to cardio with kick jacks. Hands are going to be doing jumping jacks, and this is what I was talking about only going as far as you can recover from. If you fall out of it, just come on back down. Don't worry about it, because now we're doing kick jacks. Your hands are doing jumping jacks. Your lower body is kicking. This is cardio again, but because this is a nice moderate day, we're not trying to go super crazy fast with it. Your heart rate, I promise, will come up today. You will sweat, you will burn calories, you will boost your metabolism, you will work your brain and your body, you'll work your coordination, your balance, You'll build bone density, muscle strength, really, really, truly everything. When it beeps, here we are with walking stars. Forward, forward, back, and tap, and then forward with the other leader foot, back and tap. As we are stepping forward, we're putting that hand up in the air, we're picking an apple, and we're putting it in our pocket. These, you might know them as box steps. I happen to know them as walking stars because I can't do a box step, but I can do a walking star. When it beeps again, we're doing turn-in lunges with a sumo squat. We're back to body weight strength, which means that we're going to have our feet almost uncomfortably wide. We're going to turn one knee in into a turn-in lunge as far as you can go, don't worry about it, and then a big sumo squat in the middle, and then we're going to turn in the other side. Do not worry about how low you can go. If you can't go low, turn in and or kick out. You can have your feet closer together and do a kick out instead. Never feel like you have to do exactly what I'm doing. When it beeps again, we're not going to do these anymore. We're going to do something else that everybody loves. We're going to do can-cans. It's a knee and a kick. So a knee and a kick on one side, and then a knee and a kick on the other. We are back to cardio, getting our heart rate up today and then letting it come back down. We've got, honestly, so here was my thinking when I was putting together this workout. My thinking was that I really like to have a theme. I really like to make things go together nicely. When it beeps, we're doing squat jacks, by the way. When your hands are down, your hips are down. When your hands are up, your hips are up. And I have a hard time. I think it's the preschool teacher in me. So here we go. Squat jacks. Your hands are doing jumping jacks. Your lower body is doing squats. Excellent job. I have a hard time just throwing together exercises without some kind of theme or some kind of what I consider a method of doing them. When it beeps again, we're doing push, push, crunch. We're pushing to the side about 2 times and then coming up overhead down into an oblique crunch. Again, it's very lateral motion, so you're going to give yourself some space. Push, push, and crunch. So there is a method to my madness today, but honestly, in my mind, I'm calling this very much a kitchen sink kind of workout, meaning that we are just getting a little bit of everything and a lot of all of it. We're working on all of our systems, firing all of our cylinders today. When it beeps again, we're going to do a high knee, I, Y, and W. It's body weight strength, so hands up overhead for the letter I, the letter Y, high knee on that one, and the letter W, and down. Bring up your high knee at the same time as the letter I, and Y, and W. This is what I was talking about like a whole brain-body connection, thinking about what we're doing today. Plenty of challenge to be had. When it beeps again, we're coming back to cardio. We are doing skiers. That's where your hands are going to be going up and down directly in front of you while your feet are shuffling back and forth. If you can, we're going opposite across your body. If you can't, as so many of my clients could not do, this was one of my favorite exercises to do with in-home clients when I used to do in-home personal training, because nobody could do it. It was kind of amusing for me, frankly. When it beeps again, we're doing punch, punch, kick. And I tell you what, I mean, I have literally no room to talk about people being coordinated or not coordinated. You know that. So we're punch, punch, and kick. Punch, punch, and kick. The fact is, for me, because I am so uncoordinated, it is kind of amusing when other people have their own coordination issues too, because it means that we're all working on it, my friend. It means that none of us is perfect. When it beeps again, we're doing super slow letter Ks. Ordinarily, letter K is a low impact cardio move, but today we're treating it as body weight strength and balance. So hands up. One hand is going to come out to the side while that same foot comes out to the side wherever you can bring it. I know you feel that work in your glutes, your inner and outer thighs, and oh my goodness, in your abs, making sure that your core is pulled in tight, 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 tight. We're thinking about excellent form, thinking about excellent balance. Not going to do a lot of these because this is strength. When it beeps again though, we get to go back to cardio, raising our heart rate a little bit at a time. We're doing rainbow jacks. So hands up overhead like a rainbow, bringing up one knee to one side, one knee to the other side. As promised, no matter what pace you take these exercises today, there's this thing called cardiac drift, which means that as you continue to do something, even something mild, the longer you do it, the higher your heart rate will go. That's what we're operating on today. When it beeps again, we're going to do a reverse lunge into a curtsy lunge. So we'll step back into a nice big reverse lunge. So big reverse lunge, and then we turn it into a curtsy lunge before we stand back up on that same side. So back on the other side to a reverse lunge, curtsy lunge. Feels like cardio because my heart rate is pounding on this one, but this is strength. So we're really thinking about pulling in your core. Excellent form. Big step back. Don't let your knees, your front of your knee, go over the front of your toe. Big step and curtsy. When it beeps again, we get to come back to actual cardio. Toy soldiers, hands up. Opposite hand, reaching down towards your opposite foot. And yes, I know my gym boss has slipped down even closer to the microphone. And again, I apologize for how loud this is likely to be for you. But again, we're moving quickly. I want both of us to hear it. When it beeps again, we're doing goofy jacks. It's a little squat, not a full squat. Just a little bit of a crouch, honestly. Your hands are going to be doing jumping jacks while your lower body is not. There's no jumping today. A little squat, and then one foot comes out to the side, little squat, and then the other foot comes out. Hands are swinging nice and big and wide. That's how we're getting our heart rate up. In fact, for a moderate day, my heart rate is starting to drift up a little bit high, so I'm going to make sure that I'm moderating this. I'm not going too fast. When it beeps again, though, we are going back into strength. Something I call posture pulses. Going to have your hands out wide, about shoulder height, maybe a tiny bit higher. We're going to pulse. We're going to start with them in line with your body and pulse them back 2 times while we have one foot out to the side. This is balance. This is coordination. We're pulsing our hands back while bringing that one foot up to a side kick, and I'm finding myself pulsing that side kick also. You don't have to, it's fine. When it beeps again, we're coming back to cardio with butter churners. Hands are going up and down directly in front of your body while one foot at a time. In fact, I meant to go the other way, but you know what? Here we are. Normally, when my hands are down, one foot is out. I did it backwards today, and I'm just going to stay with this because it doesn't matter. And sometimes I'm wrong. You guys, I apologize for that because I know if you know how to do these, you're doing them right, and it's super confusing to watch me, but maybe that's really good work for your brain too. You guys, one of the smartest things that we can do as we get older, here we go with cheerleader kicks, kicking forward while our hands are starting at our shoulders and going up overhead. One of the best things that we can do for ourselves, our bodies, as we grow older, is to keep using our brain, to keep challenging ourselves to think about things in a different way. When it beeps again, we're doing alley-oops. Feet are going to be nice and wide, a little bit wider than hip width apart. Hands are going to come flying up overhead like a rainbow, but as they come down, we're going to come down into a bit of a lunge. Now, how far down you come, totally up to you. I'm just bending my back knee, which makes my front knee bend. And however far down you can get that feels moderate for you. The farther down you bend, the harder this is, and or the faster you go, the harder this is. So feel free to take it at a pace that works for you. When it beeps again, we're doing strength, but again, it's going to kind of feel like cardio. We're doing overhead drinky birds. Hands stay up overhead. We're going to come down into a drinky bird, which is a single leg deadlift. Raising that leg back behind you, your body stays nice and straight. Back is super duper straight. I need to look at what we're doing next. We're doing half jacks next. Making sure that your biceps are staying directly next to your ears. You're actually engaging your upper back as much as anything in this exercise. But you definitely want to make sure that you've got your core pulled in tight. Here we go with half jacks. Just half of a jumping jack at a time. Your right half, your left half, doesn't matter which one you started with. We're getting them both done. You guys, whew, doggies. We're on the second whiteboard, just so you know. When it beeps again, we're doing ding dongs. Our hands are going to swing low underneath us like an upside down rainbow while one foot kicks out at the same time. And I always think it's funny that I say your hands are swinging low because honestly, it's a really big swing. They end up coming up very high, but they don't start and they don't swing up overhead, which is why I describe it as a low swing. But you guys, you notice, you can really get rocking on some ding dongs. You can really get moving side to side, making sure that even though it's cardio, you are thinking about pulling in your core. When it beeps again, we're doing slow starbursts, which means that we're going to do a single leg squat. And we're going to crouch down on one foot. I'm actually going to keep my other foot on the ground, my toe on the ground, just to make sure I don't fall. But we're going to come down into a single-legged squat and then up into a big starburst. Foot out, hands out. Changing sides, we'll come down into a single-leg squat and then up and out. Slow and controlled. This could be cardio if we were going fast, but it is strength since we're not. When it beeps again, we're doing double knees, which means that we're bringing up one knee 2 times on one side. We've got our hands up overhead. Whew. After they come up 2 times on one side, they'll come up 2 times on the other side, right back to cardio, where I feel a little bit more confident about what we're doing. I know the double knees is actually one of the exercises that sometimes you guys have trouble with. And I want you to know, no matter how you do any of these exercises, if you've got your core pulled in and you are not injuring yourself, you are doing it correct. I promise. There is nothing about any of these exercises that you can do so wrong that it would be bad for you unless you are hurting yourself. Oblique crunches means your hands are on your shoulders, bringing up that one knee to touch that elbow on the same side. This is strength again, so we're slowing it down, thinking about pulling in your core, thinking about balance, thinking about knocking yourself off balance ever so slightly by tipping over to the side. When it beeps again, we're going to do reach across. Literally exactly what it sounds like. It's back to cardio. We're not going directly back and forth today. I'm varying the intervals in a way that feels challenging for me. Here we are with reach across. It feels like we're varying the intervals, which we are on purpose. As mentioned, I'm a preschool teacher. I couldn't just throw out a bunch of exercises. I am curious though, if you notice what the pattern is. It's homework for you today. It's a hidden puzzle. If you can tell me what the pattern is, it's really easy if you actually look at the list of exercises. When it beeps again, we're doing forward hinge arm flappers, feet about hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. Hands are doing jumping jacks. Your lower body is doing a deadlift. Your hips are pushing back. Your hips are pulling forward. Arms are flapping the whole time. This is cardio. But you guys, that's kind of fun homework, right? Using your brain as well as your body today. When it beeps again, we're coming back to strength. We're doing peekaboo side steps, which means that your hands are going to be about your head height while your elbows are at shoulder height. You're going to bring your elbows together in front of you. As you open them up, we're taking a big step to the side and then closing up, and then a big step to the side and closing up. We're using your whole body here. It's a little bit of balance. It's a lot of inner and outer thighs. It's a lot of upper body and chest and middle back work. When it beeps again, we're changing this back into cardio. We're doing dancing X's. Gonna form a nice big X with your body, hands wide, feet wide. Gonna crunch it on down into the middle like a dance. So your elbow coming to your opposite knee, opposite elbow to opposite knee. Having at least one hand up. Oh yes, indeed. Means your heart rate is up, my friends. When it beeps again, we're changing into skips. Middle skips is what I call them. I call them middle skips because you don't have to get your hands all the way up over your head, especially at this point in the workout. If you are doing a nice moderate day, as I am, you don't really need to have your hands up over your head for the entire workout anymore, now do ya? So we're bringing up one hand and one knee across your body. Every time we go across your body, we're really engaging your abs and obliques. Every time we stand on one foot, we're working on balance. We're working on fall prevention. We're working on cardio, of course, too. That's some nice heart health work we're doing right here. When it beeps again, we're doing punch down, tap outs. Literally what it sounds like. We're punching down and our foot is tapping out. As we punch down, our foot will tap out on the same side, and then we're switching sides. So you can bring your hand back up to, chest height right about here, going back and forth. If you'd like to, you can really get rocking on this one. I am finding myself here we are finally on the third of 3 whiteboards. I'm finding myself going at a nice moderate pace. When it beeps again, hands are going to go up overhead into a reverse lunge to a high knee. This is strength again. Hands up overhead means that it's going to feel like cardio. So we're really thinking about excellent form, excellent core strength. Reverse lunge, and then bringing your hands to a high knee. Hands up, foot down, come back into a big reverse lunge, making sure that you're really changing where your center of gravity is as you step way, way back into that reverse lunge. That's where we're getting all of our core stabilization and balance work. When it beeps again, we're doing windmill tap backs, which means that we're going to have our hands wide and feet wide, tapping back while we reach our opposite hand down towards, well, for me, I'm reaching just about my knee, maybe my shin. If you can reach all the way down to your toes, you help yourself, my friend. A little bit of flexibility work while we're doing cardio today. When it beeps again, oh yes. You can tell that we're on the third whiteboard. Things are not getting easier. We're going to do drinky bird jacks. Your hands are doing jumping jacks. Your lower body is doing that drinky bird, that single leg deadlift. This is all about balance, but this time, this has more of a cardio flair. So we are going quickly, and therefore you don't have to, well, you still have to pull in your core, but you don't have to worry quite as much about being perfect with it. This is meant to be fast-moving, fun balance work. When it beeps again, we're doing side-to-side lunges, going to have our feet super wide, almost uncomfortably wide. You're going to push your hips back like we're coming down into a sumo squat, except that we're going to switch our center of balance over to one side. So it's a side lunge, and then up, and then push your hips back, side lunge on the other side. It really depends on your flexibility, how far over you can get. Some of this is strength too, but really thinking about pushing your hips back so your knee isn't going over your toe is the most critical part of this. When it beeps again, you guys are doing something I call day breaks, because it reminds me of a little dance I did as a kid to the song Daybreak. Hands are going overhead like a rainbow, and feet are tapping from side to side. This, my friends, we have made it actually to sundown. I don't know why I called these day breaks at the end of our workout here. When it beeps again, we will be done. We will not be finished. We are doing 2 more intervals, 1 on each side, an entire interval of flying fast ups. It's almost a drinky bird. You're standing on one side, tipping forward slightly, bringing your hands up overhead, down to your knee, and then stretching back out again. The goal here is to be able to do this without tapping the foot down. Obviously you can. There's no flying fast up police. We are practicing our balance. We do not expect to be experts at balance. When it beeps again, we're going to do this exact same thing on the other side, really thinking about your standing knee being soft but strong, your core pulled in super tight. This work coming from your glutes and your upper back. Here we go, hands still up overhead, switching to the other side. Pull in that core, stay strong, 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 my friends. And in fact, staying strong. My goodness, you're getting stronger. Every interval today, no matter how you modified, or couldn't follow along at all, like I couldn't for some of them, my friends, you have done such a great job for your body and your brain today. This kind of workout where we get it all done, this is how we actively age, my friends. I'm turning off the timer. We're going to do some tappers. We're going to bring that heart rate down with some arm circles and just some side to side taps. I know. After this whole workout, it kind of feels weird to have such a cool down agenda. We've done it all today. And I love having such an effective and efficient workout. We really, truly got it all done in not too long of a time. And that is probably one of the nicest things that you can do for yourself. As we get older, we don't have to push hard and we don't have to push long. We can do a great workout in under 30 minutes. Now we're going to go ahead and do some arm openers. Open up that chest. Oh my gosh, take a nice deep breath. And then arm closers. Give yourself a hug and a big pat on the back, no matter how easy or difficult today was for you. It was just the right amount of difficult for me. You did a fantastic job. I do have an extended cool down here for you on screen because I know that I got pretty sweaty, as we do even on moderate days. I get nice and sweaty, so make sure that you do a little bit more cool down, my friend. I hope you have a fantastic day. Make sure you click the subscribe button before you go, and I'll see you in the next video.